In June, here at the UN Geneva, the board of the UN Conference on Trade and Development hosted a debate and also a discussion about the Holy See's document about an ethical discernment regarding some aspects of the present economic financial system. This is part 2 of our report.
For a long time, economic globalization has been dominated by the belief that free markets will be an unstoppable force in providing greater riches for and fast, harmonious integration of all peoples.
Your Excellency, some 82% of money generated last year went to the richest 1% of the global population, while the poorest half saw no increase at all. Now, you have an insight into the UN's brain, let's say, more than we outsiders. Do you think that the UN, through Sustainable Development Goals, is capable of transforming the world of economics?
We have to make at least one point. Let's say one idea that could be that egoism is not a good solution for the future. The problem of the United Nations that you can be added that it depends on the government. The United Nations is not an autonomous organization. It's an organization that acts in agreement or through the agreement of the governments. And this is, so it means we are as good as the voters in every single country is good. If they don't vote the people who are going to behave differently, the United Nations cannot behave differently.
It is our view, and it's indispensable that we find our way back to a global financial system that is again built on firm ethical principles and their daily application of justice, truth, fairness, and solidarity.
From your point of view, what does the Church offer so we may find our way back to all of that?
The Church offers basically offers perspective of the Church, of the Gospel. That, let's say, human life, well-being on the earth is a part of everything. It's not everything, but only a part, a fraction of everything.
It all starts with us.
It must be so, And I would say, but as a church, not as me, you, but as church. Let's say, because otherwise we are, again, irrelevant players. So many generous people are irrelevant because they have not a common project, Society needs common project, and society appreciates common project. And also common projects have a real influence on the society. We believe in that.
No area of human action can legitimately claim to be outside the guidance of ethical principles based on liberty, truth, justice, and solidarity.
Now, in his speech at the United Nations in 2015, Pope Francis spoke against, I quote, every kind of abuse of usury, which is interest charging, by the financial industry, especially where developing countries are concerned, and that, I quote again, they are not subjected to oppressive lending systems, which, far from promoting progress, subject people to mechanisms which generate greater poverty, exclusion and dependence, end quote. My question, in your view, are those who control the world monetary system are in denial of these ethical principles?
We have to believe that everybody acts in goodwill, The problem is that it is how to say, the competitive environment that makes everybody somehow more aggressive and less conscious about the other people.
In the Holy See's document that was discussed that day, we read that every one of us Catholics can do so much, especially if one does not remain alone.
We are just one of the players of many serious people today concerned about the future of the mankind. And I would say especially about how to have a vital, vibrant, developed society, but at the same time also, how to say, capable of sharing and sacrificially giving to the others. This is absolutely a need for any time, any environment, any place.
The core message was that in front of the massiveness and pervasiveness of today's economic financial systems, the responsibility lies on the shoulders of those in charge of these systems.